Out for a little Christmas Day walk with Jax McGee. Hello friends, family, total strangers. Tonight's video is questions and answers, number 5. And yeah, before I get into that, I had a great Christmas with Jax and Jax's mom and Jax's grandparents down in Phoenix, so that was awesome. I had my 2-day weekend, happened to just work out perfectly right for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So yeah, had a great Christmas. So let's get right into questions and answers. My first question is from Rondalyn100, and she asks, what are your long-term goals? 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? Do you see yourself settled into a small home base at any point in your life? What state would you like to call home? So, just to unpack that real quick, long-term goals, 1, 5, and 10 years. I don't really have any goals, per se. Just to keep on traveling. I would love to... Yeah, I would love to not have to do jobs, you know, like this. I would love to just be able to travel full-time. And probably my way to do that is to record music and sell it and try to do stuff like that. And maybe partly from YouTube. But yeah, I guess that's my 1, 5, and 10-year goal, is just to get to a point where I can travel freely and not have to be tethered to a job for 5 months. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Do you see yourself settled into a small home base at any point? You know, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would just kind of, you never know where life's going to take you. You know, if you're in a relationship or something, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And then, what state would you like to call home? She put the quotes in there. You know, there's no one state that would really work for me anymore, because, or at least that I would want to, because no one state has perfect weather year-round. Or I should say one spot in one state has the kind of weather that I like year-round. So I really like the nomadic ability of adjusting for the season. And so it would be interesting to have like a summer place or a winter place, but like I'm not really interested in settling in one state year-round. But, yeah. Okay, next is from Tina Bean. Do I like horses, and do I get to ride any of them? I do like horses. I'm not that familiar with them. I've been on a horseback ride back in 1994 when I was 18, working at Coulter Bay Village. And that's the last time I've been on a horse. I probably could go on a ride. I haven't talked to anybody about it. But yeah, who knows? We'll see where the winter takes me. This next question is from Arasana Tolomai. Yeah. I'm great at pronunciating people's names. Anyway, and words in general. Have you done any type of online work during your travels? No. No. I would love to look into that in the future. But yeah, I haven't done any online work. I've just done, jobs. This one's from Mike Mead. It is, do you have an Amazon affiliate link? I don't. So you're supposed to have a website to get an Amazon affiliate link. Now, I think they are willing to, if you have a Facebook or Instagram that's fairly well established, like they'll accept that, and your website has to have a minimum amount of traffic to be able to get an affiliate link. If you can do that with just a YouTube channel, I don't really know the answer, but I'm kind of leery of getting an Amazon affiliate link because I'm just afraid human nature is that I'll just start putting more products on my channel so I can get more commission and stuff. And I don't want this to be a giant advertisement for for stuff. And so I think I'm just gonna stay away from the affiliate linking, at least for now. I might do it later, but I'm just leery of it. I'm leery of going down that road. Is the ranch in New Mexico or Arizona? That is from Noreen Inn. It is in Arizona, so fairly close to Phoenix, about an hour from Phoenix. This next one is from Beth. She asks how I handle my mail with all my travels. Yeah, I am a bad person to ask about the whole mail thing. I am, yeah, I don't really have it figured out super well. I just, I don't get that much mail. I get very little mail. So my W-2s, I have them sent to my parents' house in Florida, and then they, take pictures and email, and send it to me, text it to me. And yeah, I have a lodge that I used to work at that I'm still really good friends with the people there, and sometimes I'll have some mail sent there. But for the most part, I just don't really have an address, and I just kind of fudge it and work around it as best I can. When I'm working at a job like this, I can obviously get packages sent here, so I can order stuff on Amazon and have it sent to the ranch here. And certainly other places I've worked, I could do that as well. So yeah, Bob Wells has a good video on address, and so does Adventure Van Man. So you can check out one of theirs for real answers. I guess I'm going to break up this a little bit so it's not just 15 straight minutes of questions. So the weekend before Christmas, I originally went into the desert, and it was a beautiful spot that I went to, but I ended up just not wanting that, so I went up into the pine trees. So that's where I filmed the last video from. So I'm going to show you footage from that weekend real quick, and then we'll get back to the questions. So originally I went to Burrow Creek Campground, which is off of Highway 93 in Arizona. And it's a BLM rec area.
and it was a paid campground. But there are dispersed places you can camp near there and still use it during the day, if you didn't want to pay. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful and great and all, but I'm over the desert right now. I needed some pine trees. So I drove all the way to the Burrow Creek, got out, looked around, took some video, was gonna camp there, and then just had the epiphany, like, I need some pine trees. I need pine trees. And it was hot enough that I was in a t-shirt. It was about 70 degrees. And then it just suddenly dawned on me, I could be up in pine trees at 60 degrees and have a sweatshirt and it would be just fine, and then I would have pine trees. So that's what I opted for. So that's why I'm here in the Prescott dispersed camping area, Prescott Basin dispersed camping area.
And we're back. Yeah, that was a great weekend in Prescott. The temperatures were acceptable, and it was great having pine trees. So, yeah. Okay. Next question. Sissy Lou asks, "Are the horses there for guests to ride?" There are horses for the guests to ride, but then some of the people who work here have their own horses that they brought with them as well. So yeah, I guess that answers that. But I've talked about it before, but I haven't ridden any. FBK writes, is his name, and he asked, how long do you plan to travel and live in a van? First of all, it should be noted I consider myself more of a nomad than a van dweller, because I'm not, I travel in my van, and I do live out of my van for big chunks of the year, but then there's also these times where I take a job that has housing and I'm in housing. So right now I'm in a 24-foot travel trailer. I've had dorm housing before. So I do live in a van a good portion of the year, but I also spend some time in housing. But the question was, how long do I plan to travel and live in a van? We'll see. I really enjoy it, and I really like being able to adjust the weather around me. It's really awesome, which is essentially, I spend winters in Arizona, summers in high mountains and, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, or wherever. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I just spend so much time out in nature. So yeah, I have no idea how long I'll do it, but for the foreseeable future for sure. Next question is from Van's Van Gestures. Would including tags and titles, that include van life, nomad, or similar words, help trigger YouTube views and subscribers? Maybe. I do put tags on my videos, but I don't want to put like hashtag van life in the title of every video. So I do use the tags usually, and they don't seem to do much. And, I could probably title my videos better. I could definitely do titles that are more clickbaity to get people to click on them. But I really don't like clickbait, so I try not to do it. But yeah, I guess I do tags and titles, and I could probably do it more, but yeah, whatever. I'm not too concerned about how big my channel is. I'm not, I would like for it to be a little bigger, and maybe make some money from it, but I don't need it to be huge or anything. And I'm perfectly happy if it never really makes me money. I don't care. So next question is from Miki Diki. My question would be any tips on ways to stay upbeat, uplifted when van lifing and things aren't always rainbows and lollipops. And I had a similar question from David W. as well. And for me, I think those times where I'm just feeling down and depressed and just whatever, I always try to make it a point to go and do things that I really enjoy. So as an example, I really love movies. I really love food, and especially Asian food. And I really love craft beer. And so when I was working at Amazon, I was working 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, hardly had time for anything. So, it was really wearing me down, and I was going through a lot of emotional stuff on my own, personal life stuff as well. And on my one day off, I called it Toby Appreciation Day. I would go to the Asian grocery store, which had this awesome food court. I would go try something new in there. I would go find a new brew pub. I would research it before the weekend, and then on my one day, I would go find a new, cool-looking brew pub, and then I would go to a movie theater and watch like 2 movies, and that was Toby Appreciation Day, and I did that, for my weekend, my one day off for those, 4 weeks or whatever at Amazon. So yeah, just, I guess that would be my advice, is just when things are bad, just find a way to be happy, and happy when you can be happy, and then, things will turn. Things will turn. They always do. They'll turn back for the better. Next question is from The Real Donald. Are you planning to do the seasonal job in Jackson Hole again this summer? I don't think so. I might stop through Jackson for a week or two. And I might, work there for a summer again in the future, but probably not this summer. I want to probably end up traveling more this summer, so I don't think so. Next question is from Christina L. After getting a taste of living in a trailer camper, do you see yourself possibly getting one in place of living in your van? Absolutely not. If anything, this living in the trailer has really drove home how good a decision it was for me to get a van instead of like a travel trailer or an RV. Because, I just find myself kind of back in my old life when I'm living in here. I hang out on the couch. It's got tiny windows, and I'm just in this little dark box on a couch. And that's the way I tend to be. And the way van life has been so amazing for me, because I have such a small space, I just really can't hang out in there. I have to hang out outside. And if I'm outside, I'll probably go out and hike around and go out and do stuff and play guitar and play banjo, out in a beautiful spot. And yeah, van life is just, it's much better for me personally than our RVs. A lot of people need the comforts from an RV or a travel trailer like this, but I don't. I'm perfectly happy in the van. So I believe this is the last question. It's from Levi Gant. Are you going to be able to mount a horse and check out the area? I won't be mounting any horses. I may ride one, I don't know, but I won't be mounting any. How many hours a week are you working? Usually about 40, so I'm working about 40 hours a week. It is a salary position, but I'm more or less working 40 hours a week. And do I get some time off to enjoy the ranch? I get 2 days off. I get 2 days off, but pretty much I just want to get the heck out of here on my days off. I really don't want to sit around the ranch and maybe get sucked into working or something. So on my weekends, I leave. So I haven't really enjoyed the ranch. But yeah, that's my Q&A. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. I'm going to try to get videos out a little more regularly. Hopefully I'll try to get out 2 a week, but we'll see. We'll see. So, yep. Thanks a bunch.